It's Never a Ghost by Manya Gupta. The old abandoned house, where no one was known to live, had always been covered with strange vines and had a frightening appearance. However, on All Hallows Eve, this house was almost unrecognizable. It was covered in spooky lights, hundreds of pumpkins, fake spiders, and bats were flying around it, making it even spookier. But it didn't build an unsettling and unwelcoming atmosphere as it usually would. Instead, a very festive one. For although it looked scary in a good way, a Halloweeny way. Just as the mystery of how an abandoned house could be so well decorated arose in the children's mind who were going trick-or-treating. There came a chilly wind which made all the windows rattle, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a ghost appeared wearing a white cloth. Ah! The terrified children screamed as they ran away from the ghost, which seemed to be following them. After a wild goose chase, the ghost, or what seemed like a ghost, started laughing, and the children realized, just as the ghost took off her cloak, that it was a very familiar voice. In fact, their sister's voice, their sister who had gone to college. They were so happy that she was back for Halloween. They didn't even care about being tricked and started laughing with her.
My favorite book is about witches and wizards turning rats into goblets and making potions out of lizards. Harry Potter is the name. A fantastic book by J.K. Rowling that has got great fame. It's about wonderful friends like Hermione and Ron who wake up with Harry at the crack of dawn. The book is as exciting as can be. When I start to read, it becomes a part of me.
Do you know which is the dog that has no tail? A hot dog. Name a ball that can write. A ball pen. Which country never seems to get warm? Chili. Which is the sweetest tree? Pastry. Which is the smallest pillar? Caterpillar.
When I look at a mirror, what do I see? Two beautiful eyes full of dreams, two small ears excited to hear, a sharp nose in the middle which can't smell fear, and smiling lips with delicate teeth that say, "This is me." When I look in a mirror, what do I see? In the mirror, I see the real me.
A box of jewels. Sikandar was a powerful emperor. He wanted to defeat all the countries and win the world. One day, he reached a village and stopped in front of a house. He knocked on the door, but nobody answered. Then he knocked again, and an old woman answered the door. Sikandar rudely asked for some bread. The old woman went inside and came with a box of jewels. Sikandar was astonished to see a box of jewels. He asked, "Why have you brought this box when I asked for bread?" The old woman said, "I have brought this box because you wanted it. If you wanted bread, you would not ask for it rudely." Sikandar understood his mistake and apologized to the old woman and left the village without taking anything.
My favorite sport involves a bat and ball. For it you may be short or tall. It has 6 sticks called wickets. Oh yes, it is my favorite sport, cricket. 2 teams, 11 players each, 22 in all. Any decision, the umpire makes a call. A 22-yard pitch and a field around it. The boundaries around the field are the limit.
The bowler bowls, the batsman strikes it. If caught without a bounce, the captain will be delighted. Oh, this game is so intense, yet such an irony and relaxing in a sense. Come on, pick up the bat and score some runs. I'll bowl to you, we shall have some fun. A game of spirit and sportsmanship, all about having fun. Cricket I can play anytime, anywhere, under the sun.
When you choose to do something which benefits everyone around you, it begins, you show, and the kindness spreads which inspires humanity, because we are all connected in more ways than we can imagine. Your one act of kindness begins a series of meaningful transformations. Your one act of kindness has the power to change the world. What we usually see are the great actions, but what we fail to recognize is that it always begins with you. Thank you.
A mother like you. You mean the world to me. Always loving and caring you are seen. Your blessings are great. You are just like my best mate. You never leave me alone, although you are in my heart with a lovely tone. You are always there to hold my hands. You are the purest gold above all the lands. A special bond which we share. That's all because you care. But without you in my life, it's too difficult to bear. I feel richly blessed by having a mother just like you.
Nothing beats hard work. Lying at the table was my favorite toy that looked at me and said ahoy. Hey Mehveer, I know you love me. My name is Rubik Cube, so please solve me. Glancing at it, I gave a sweet smile, but the time it took to solve it was longer than the river Nile. But I loved it to the core, and the day was a big bore. I was lazy and wanted to snore, so I thought of a short wicket fix and went out to solve the cube with my bag of tricks. I looked at the bright blue sky and asked if it could help my toy. And so it smiled and obliged, and my cube was all blue on the left side. Next I asked the rose in the park if she could paint the cube on the top. She touched my cube with care, and the cube went red like a cherry pop. With foresight remaining, it was alright. I went to God, whose beard was white, but God got angry and scolded me tight. There are no shortcuts for success, so use your brains, hands and sight. He rubbed away all the colors and the unsolved cube was back. I plummeted to the ground like a flat sack. Get up, my child, stand up and rise. Solve it by yourself and be a boy wise. And there I was back at home, with a good thought and clear sight, that nothing beats effort and hard work in order to become smart and bright.
The Island of Animals and a Crisis. On an enormous island, there was a forest and a volcano mountain. Here lived many animals: the Lion King, bears, wild boars, deer, peacocks, cheetahs, leopards, beavers, and squirrels, etc. Along the coastline of the island, there were some sea creatures like fishes, dolphins, sharks, crabs, turtles, etc. They all were friendly and hunted together for a living. There was a fox named Phoenix. He talked to everyone rudely, so no one liked him. But they didn't know that his heart was 5 times less compared to someone's heart, so he couldn't talk politely. There was the son of the Lion King named Leo. He was fond of the fox and got to know his issue. So he tried to modify Phoenix. But Phoenix thought that Leo also came to make a fuss, so he ran away from Leo. As the days rolled on, Leo couldn't modify Phoenix a bit. Then one day, Phoenix saw Leo crying, so he asked him why he was crying. Leo told Phoenix everything. That day onwards, they played together every day and enjoyed themselves. After a month, suddenly, the volcano behind the forest erupted. The Lion King told everyone to make boats, but no one knew how to make a boat. Then Leo told them that Phoenix knew how to make a boat. No one believed him, but the Lion King did, because his son would never be dishonest. So the Lion King ordered Phoenix to teach them how to make boats. After they made boats, they sailed towards a nearby island and lived there safely. Now everyone loved Phoenix, and he also started speaking politely with everyone because he got the love he always wanted. They all lived safely and merrily afterwards in their new home. By Yuvan Agarwal.
Magical Misadventure by Manya Gupta. Emily's temptation for dangerous and daring adventures had led to this disaster. Prisoners being caged, their hopes turning to despair, their horror-filled eyes. It was almost unbearable. Sitting bored at home was much better than this. They all had come here to bring joy to the world and hoped to rescue some of these captives. But alas, things never worked out that way in any of their magical adventures. It always resulted in them getting caught in some trap or other. As usual, it is Brian who would come to rescue them, which they all hated. But it seemed that the same was going to happen now. But just then, Jack saw something that made him think of a plan and a chance to try out his new magic tricks. Then began Jack's Plan F. Yes, they had already failed in Plan A, B, C, D, and D. Olivia, the tough mechanic and gymnast, opened the windows with a screwdriver, which she always seemed to carry with her everywhere. Jack turned into a dragonfly. Yes, turning into a dragonfly was his new magic trick, and distracted the guards, while Olivia helped all of them get out of the window. Suddenly, Olivia remembered the prisoners. She yelled, "Be right back!" and did a backflip, and as fast as she could, she opened all the locks with her magical hairpin. She then recited a spell. Locks unlocked, cages opened. Now that they are free to roam, send these captives back where they belong. Send them home. She then approached her friends just as Jack was transferring back to human form. Emily burst into a bubble and teleported them all the way back to England in their living room. Teleportation! Why didn't we think of that before? They said, chuckling, just as Brian came in.
My pets. My pets are the kinds found in every home. They're probably not welcome there. But in my home, they have a cage of their own. For them, we take every care. I have 3 pets that are white. They have long tails and ruby eyes. They have fluffy fur and tiny pink noses. You must have guessed it, they are mice. They are sweet-tempered and sleep all day. They're nocturnal and are up at night. And when they make a racket in their cage, I wake up in sheer fright. I never knew how it feels to be locked up like them, but because of this pandemic, now I do. Now I feel a kinship with my little mice, and together we will make it through.
My pet dog. I have a pet dog. He hates to play in fog. He loves to eat dog food and always stays in a good mood. He has a fluffy tail and always nibbles on his left toenail. He has a lot of hair and is scared of a bear. His favorite color is brown and he never lets me down. His name is Little Tommy and he is as much my favorite as he is of my mommy.
Saturday morning, checking the mail from my school. I wonder how technology has become so cool. I never counted on technology earlier, but we cannot live without it anymore. Sunday morning, lazy and chatting with friends. How Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and Instagram are like new house events. Holding my breath, I even think how socializing is not a distinct thing now. Monday morning, a busy day with vehicles zooming right past me everywhere. I hardly could find peace anywhere. I see myself nowhere. Nowhere would I find time and tranquility. I heave a sigh that my school life is fast at least. Tuesday, I see myself binge watching with my friends. Alexa wondrously calling our names aloud. I even think, can I live without Netflix and Prime? In a world so full of technology, so sublime. Digital revolution has taken us over. Earlier, it was all about us. Now, it's all about me, a smartphone, internet, social media, and much, much more. Thank you.
1. One tree can start a forest. One smile can begin a friendship. One hand can lift a soul. One word can frame the goal. One candle can fight out darkness. One laugh can conquer the gloom. One hope can raise your spirits. One touch can show you care. One life can make the difference.
Nature and me. One day when I woke up to look out of my window, I felt the sunshine upon my face, making my skin glow. I ran outside to see what was going on and saw the sky so scarlet. But this wonder didn't last long when my mother saw me out of bed, wandering in the lawn. Next day I ventured out. In the mountains misty, the cold breeze was blowing, making the tree branches swing, like innocent children falling. This time I had enough time to wander and discover, because the family was busy playing with my sisters and brother. The next few months I wondered if all this was a dream, until I saw another marvel which I had never seen. I saw the rusty orange leaves, being playful with the wind, running to touch the ground with all its wings.
My School by Saisha Jolly. Don't know about you, but I love school. It is definitely a brain-sharpening tool. An exciting, exhilarating, enchanting kingdom of fun. It has been looking forward to each day, even before it has begun. Every day in school is an adventure waiting to be lived. You have to yourself experience the thrill. English, Hindi, Maths and EVS. Throw in a little French for visite de la tour Eiffel. Icing on the cake are the friends we make, unraveling mysteries together and finding our superhero names. Running, jumping, chasing butterflies, telling each other stories of things that make us smile. I think I'm forgetting the best part. Our teachers who make us super smart. A school without teachers is like a meadow with no flowers. They are the ones who help us reach for the stars. I can go on, and then some more about how I was taught in school to soar. Everything I am and everything I'll ever be. It is in school that I learned to be a better me. Thank you.
SR and the Witch. Once upon a time, there was a witch whose name was Five. Everyone laughed at her name, so she got really angry. Then an idea came to her mind. She started making everyone her slave and then told them to build a castle for her. Some people were normal, so they called SR. After SR came, the people told her everything. SR started to think of a plan. She soon thought of a plan. She asked the man to go near the witch. She saw that the witch took out a bottle from her purse and then poured the liquid on the man. Now the man became her slave. SR thought if she poured the liquid on evil people, they would become good. She then made herself invisible and went to the witch. She took the bottle and poured the liquid on the witch. And now the witch became good. She freed everyone and everyone lived happily ever after.
An invention of the banana leaf umbrella. It was a sunny day. Chanya and Gauri ate their breakfast while listening to the sparrows chirping. When they had wiped the banana leaves clean, they washed their hands, picked up their bags, and got ready to leave for school. They wore colorful cotton clothes. They had handmade wooden sandals worn on their feet. They neatly tied their hair in 2 long plaits with red ribbons. As soon as they got out of the small but well-kept hut, Chanya and Gauri bowed and revolved around the Bijou temple outside the main gate. The school was almost 10 kilometers from their house, and Chanya and Gauri had to walk through a forest to reach there. When they reached the end of the village, Chanya started to predict the weather. They had just reached the forest when, out of the blue, it started to rain. First it drizzled for a while, and then it started to rain cats and dogs. Suddenly, Chanya saw a banana tree and ran towards it. She stood on tiptoe and pulled out one of its leaves. When she got hold of one, Chanya indicated Gauri to come under the leaf. Gauri came under it. Now they were safe. Chanya wanted to watch the rain, but she resisted the temptation, and both Chanya and Gauri started to walk east towards their school. They were wondering whether the teacher would scold them or not. Finally, they reached the school. It was wet and slippery. Slowly and carefully, Chanya and Gauri went through the corridor and knocked on the door of the classroom. They noticed that the teacher and classmates were wet too. The teacher beckoned them in the class and asked them why were they so late. Chanya and Gauri explained how it was raining heavily and they had covered themselves with a banana leaf. The teacher smiled and was happy with them. She appreciated their intelligence and there was a huge round of applause for them. Things went off very well. Chanya and Gauri were pleased with themselves and of their unforgettable invention of the banana leaf umbrella.
My sister. My sister is as lovely as the reddest of roses. My sister is as pretty as a butterfly, and as colorful as a flower, as smart as a fox, and as bright as a star. I love my sister so very much as a lion to a cub, as a plant to a shrub.
Books are best friends. Believe in them. They have characters powerful in them. Use them wisely, as they are best friends. We love the books. We love all of them.
Pandemic blues. Phobia of corona is the latest in everyone's lexicon. My world can now be described in a hexagon, 6 corners of which are my kitchen, drawing room, living room, bedroom, washroom and study room. But the room I miss most is my school's classroom, chatter of friends and noise of pens. Online classes and video calls are fun, but I now crave to play under the sun. Hope the virus goes away soon and I am able to come out of my room.
The pandemic. The world is in the grip of a pandemic. We are all in a lockdown. This is no gimmick. As our doctors treated the patients of COVID, they filled our hearts with gratitude and painted a picture of hope so vivid. Can't we banish corona and free ourselves of masks and yet keep the earth clean and breathing? There is nothing more that I ask. Thank you.
Unicorn. The magical unicorn up so high doesn't harm anyone or let them cry. People think it comes in the day, but it comes in your dreams to watch you have fun and play. She has a snow white body and a rainbow colored tail with a horn on its head. Love is what it spreads. Her home's a fluffy cloud. She makes me feel very proud. She is as beautiful as a flower. In daylight she becomes a star. She wears a flower in her hair. She never lies, she's always fair. So let us all be kind and sweet. Then only the unicorn will give us a treat. She's my friend and will always be. To call her, I just have to say 1, 2, 3. By Dhyati Agarwal 5B.
A poem on ballet. Ballet, ballet, the dance of love. I'll always be graceful just like a dove. Wear your tutus and ballet shoes. Dance on your toes, so many steps to choose. The best part is when the dancers twirl on stage. For sure you'll enjoy the show, no matter what age. When the dance is over, the ballerinas bow, shower of roses on stage, and everyone sing, "Wow!" Ballet, ballet, the dance I love. I'll always be graceful just like a dove.
A sock-eating cobra ate some socks of mine. All were my dearest, but now I have 24 socks instead of 29. It sneaks into my room at night and eats all my socks. But then I played a trick and filled the socks with rocks. But the next morning, I couldn't trace my socks again. Oh no! Didn't my trick work? Maybe now I should fill them with a hard pen. Then I'd fill them with a hard pen, placed a trap and didn't sleep. Yay! It got caught red-handed this time and never even tried to peep.
Hello everyone, today I'll tell you about myself and have some fun. I am Avirat, 8 years old. I like playing football and eating ice creams that are cold. I am thoroughly enjoying my online classes. I just hope I don't get glasses. I am always full of questions and have wide eyes. Mom says they make me look so wise. Thank you teachers for giving me this platform. Thank you teachers for teaching me and my mom. Thank you.
Red ravishing red, east or west, red is the best. It gives me spirit, not to get zero in the test. It gives me passion to be in fashion. Red is the color of blood, associated with danger, courage and love. Very yummy is my bread, just because my jam is red. I am healthy, not to worry, cause I eat apple, cherry and strawberry. December is the month of cheer because Santa will be here. Thank you.
COVID-19 virus first started in China and then it spread all over the world. India declared lockdown on March 22nd, 2020. COVID-19 virus is a smart disease which can harm your lungs, brain and whatnot. I would agree on something though, that the pollution has decreased and the roads are empty these days because of COVID. One question I get in my mind is, why are the doctors, nurses and police at risk to get the virus more than others? This is because the doctors and nurses examine and treat the patients in the hospital and the police go to check in each and every lane if someone has this deadly coronavirus. Doctors, nurses, police, social workers, essential services workers are the COVID-19 warriors. All the COVID warriors stood up to save the world. They are at maximum risk to get the virus because they expose themselves. They have been a frontline warriors who have been working against all, staying away from their families, facing difficulties, yet still helping and not giving up. Instead of saying thank you, some people hit the doctors, nurses and police with stones. This is so incorrect. We should respect them and salute these heroes. Thank you.
Learning in pandemic times. If God resides only in a temple and school is where we get education, then myth it is all, certainly and ample. Of one's belief, it challenges the foundation. For God is knowledge and knowledge is God. So learning is not confined under a dome. We grew up learning at every step, whether at school, at temple or at home. A teacher becomes a mother at school, and so a mother is a teacher at home. Of wisdom and care, both are a pool. Of love and compassion, both an epitome. The bond I cherished with my family was most friendship. Afore I knew my family so close. A pandemic taught me several relationships. At highest pedestal, how to place those. Online classes was a miraculous discovery. I felt I was already in classroom. Hobby classes added to the recovery. Though at home, I continued to groom. Negligence as a backbencher was my trait. Ignoring teachers was my pride. I heard them attentively without being late and took learning by my stride. My school started with assembly and prayer. Day at home commenced with worshipping God. Missing tests and exams was still as rare, because online tests doesn't just seem so odd. School is second home for a reason. Adapting times is need of an hour. Challenges in life have no defined reason. Never lose faith in that supreme power.
The COVID-19 virus has changed everyone's life. I am sharing my story with all my friends about my experience during these times. Life before COVID was extremely comfortable. I used to go to school by bus, interacted with my teachers, played with my friends, used to go to holidays, and met everyone in a carefree manner. Initially, life was difficult, but I learnt many new things like baking, art and craft, and helping my mom in household work, etc. I started getting used to the new method of online classes. I enjoyed virtual interactions with my friends and learnt many new things as our teacher created a classroom for us to study. We learnt new ways of studying subjects like math, doing prayer, yoga, and playing games, etc. Just like school, our teacher rang bells in online classes also. During this time, I also suffered from COVID and recovered with the help of medicines and rest.
An evening on the beach. One evening, I was sitting on the beach and eating a big red peach. All were enjoying at their best and some were playing with birds' nest. I was watching all of them by sitting under the shadow of palm. Some were roaming with their pets. Fishermen were seen with big nets. Some were making tiny houses of sand and some were playing with colorful bands. Some were sitting under the sun and some were eating hot dog and bun. Some were looking at me, but all were gazed by me. Boats were sailing with masts high. Birds were flying in the sky, and I bid to all my goodbye.
I wish I could paint the world with the colors of love that I spread on the earth and the ocean above. The colors of hope that give us strength when it's tough to cope. The colors of compassion where we care and have freedom of expression. The colors of gratitude to be thankful for everything with a positive attitude. I wish I could see this new colorful place with joy in every heart and smile on every face.
Promise yourself. Promise yourself to have faith in you. Promise yourself to give best of you. Promise yourself to be strong from fear. Promise yourself to be happy and cheer. Promise yourself to spend time with the family. Promise yourself not to spend your life sadly. Promise yourself to be always careful. Promise yourself to be always joyful. Promise yourself to be always right.
Promise yourself to make your brains bright. Promise yourself to have a heart. Promise yourself to make a scheduled chart. Promise yourself to serve the nation. Promise yourself to be an inspiration. Thank you.
My cricket match. Yesterday I played a game of cricket. Everyone went and bought the match ticket. Our bowlers deserved a pot of gold. In no time, all their players were bowled. My team played under the sun and made a whole lot of runs. Then somebody was out and I went in with no chance to win. Watch out! There comes a full toss. And it was a 4. I showed them who's the boss. It was a grand match and all the tickets were sold. And I was the man of the match, I was told. Everyone left the place with a huge smile on their face. Thank you.
Teacher is the one who is thought-provoking, engaging students in learning, appreciating her efforts for us, caring and charming, helpful and encouraging, educating for the time to come, responsible we all become. Happy Teachers' Day.
Grandmoms. The two beautiful ladies that I know of are my two grandmothers. Let me show off. They love and support me unconditionally. They are the ones whom I care about immensely. I will first tell you about my father's mommy, who I call Dadi. She is as sweet as a candy. She has time to listen and to play. She tells me stories of past and of today. She is good at catching the ball I throw and helps me draw whatever she knows. She tells me to smile and not to frown. Her advice is very profound. She teaches me the importance of good values. Never in life will I let these devalue. My mom's mom is the best of all. I call her Nani, let me tell you all. She tells me about God and encourages me to pray and tells me to work hard so that I never go astray. She teaches me what's right and what's wrong. She and I always get along. Her house is a fun place to go where there are no rules and yummy food flows. I show and tell her whatever I have learned. She claps and blesses me in return. And one last thing, let me tell you all, my both grandmothers have the same name, Shashi, and that's all. Thank you. Scripted by Akul Gangwani of 4F DPL East of Kailash.
गांधी सच्चाई का लेकर शस्त्र और अहिंसा का ले अस्त्र, तूने अपना देश बचाया, गोरों को था दूर भगाया, दुश्मन से भी प्यार किया, मानव पर उपकार किया। गांधी करते तुझे नमन, बापू कहकर तुझे चढ़ाते प्रेम सुमन। इशिता वर्मा, कक्षा 5वीं A।
मेरा प्यारा तिरंगा 3 रंग का नहीं वस्त्र, ये ध्वज देश की शान है, हर भारतीय के दिलों का स्वाभिमान है। यही है गंगा, यही है हिमालय, यही हिंद की जान है, और 3 रंगों में रंगा हुआ ये अपना हिंदुस्तान है। धन्यवाद।
वृक्ष अंकुर मिट्टी में सोया था, सपने में खोया था, नन्हा बीज हवा ने लाकर एक जगह बोया था, तभी बीज ने ली अंगड़ाई, देर जरा सी पाई, आँख खोल कर बाहर आया, दुनिया पड़ी दिखाई, खाद मिली पानी भी पाया, ऐसे जीवन आया, ऊपर बढ़ा इधर धरती में, नीचे उधर समाया, तने डालिया पत्ते आए और फूल मुस्कराए, नन्हा बीज वृक्ष बन करके धरती पर लहराए, जीता मरता रोगी होता, दुख आने पर रोता, वृक्ष सांस लेता भरता है, जगता है फिर सोता, रोज शाम को चिड़िया आती, सारी रात बिताती, बड़े सवेरे जाग वृक्ष पर चींची चींची गाती, छाया आती बड़ी सुहाती, सब टोली जुट जाती, तरह तरह के खेल वृक्ष के नीचे बैठ रचाती। डॉक्टर श्री प्रसाद।
पानी बचाओ, सदा हमें समझाए नानी, व्यर्थ नहीं बहाओ पानी, पानी है अनमोल रतन, इसे बचाओ करो यतन, है अनमोल यह निर्मल पानी, बूंद बूंद है हमें बचानी। जो पानी को बचाएगा वही समझदार कहलाएगा।
तितली और कली हरी डाल पर लगी हुई थी। नन्ही सुंदर एक कली। तितली उससे आकर बोली, तुम लगती हो बड़ी भली। अब जागो तुम, आंखें खोलो और हमारे संग खेलो। फैले सुंदर महक तुम्हारी, महके सारी गली गली। कली छिटक कर खिली रंगीली, तुरंत खेल की सुनकर बात। साथ हवा के लगी भागने, तितली छूने उसे चली।
वृक्ष, पानी और शुद्ध हवा जीवन जीने की अनमोल दवा।
नमस्कार। 29 जून 2021 सोमवार रात 9 बजे। आज रात मेरे घर के बाहर एक कुत्ते का बच्चा घूमते घूमते आ गया। उसका रंग हल्का पीला और भूरा था। वह रो रहा था। उसकी माँ खो गई थी। मुझे लगा कि वह भूखा था। मैंने उसे बिस्कुट खाने के लिए दी, लेकिन उसने नहीं खाया। वह इधर उधर घूमा। अचानक उसका पैर फिसल गया और वह नाली में गिरा। भगवान का शुक्र था कि उस नाली में पानी नहीं था। उसने नाली से निकलने की बहुत कोशिश की, लेकिन असफल रहा। मुझे पूरी रात नींद नहीं आई। सुबह उठते ही मैं उसे देखने गया। वह उसी स्थान पर बैठकर कांप रहा था, क्योंकि पूरी रात बारिश हुई। मैं घर के अंदर गया। मैंने माँ से कपड़ा लेकर उसे उड़ा दिया। मैंने पापा से कहा कि पापा उसे निकाल दीजिए। उन्होंने उसे निकाल दिया। वह चला गया। क्वेश्चन कक्षा 5E। धन्यवाद। नमस्कार। 26 जून 2021 रविवार दोपहर 3:15। आज दोपहर मैं हिंदी परीक्षा की तैयारी कर रहा था। तभी अचानक दरवाजों को खटखटाने की आवाज़ हुई। मैंने आवाज़ दी, कौन है? बाहर से आवाज़ आई, खोलो भैया। मैंने दरवाजे के अंदर से देखा। मामा जी के साथ एक अन्य व्यक्ति आया, परंतु मैं उन्हें नहीं जानता था। मुझे लगा उनके ऑफिस से कोई उनके साथ आया है। मैंने दरवाजा खोला और मामा जी को नमस्ते। मैंने मामा से पूछा, ये कौन है? मामा ने कहा, ये हमारे मामा के बड़े बेटे हैं। ये भी हमारे मामा हैं। उनका नाम जितेंद्र था। मैंने उनसे भी नमस्ते किया। मैंने दोनों मामा के साथ खूब खेला। फिर शाम को मामा मेरे साथ आम के बाग में घूमने गए। मामा ने जाते समय मुझे उपहार दिया। मैं बहुत खुश था। लव से कक्षा 5E। धन्यवाद।
मेरा नाम लोमड़ी है। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि मैं डॉग फैमिली से ताल्लुक रखता हूँ। मैं कुत्ते के जैसे भी दिखता हूँ। मांस मेरा प्रिय आहार है। क्या आप जानते हैं मैं बहुत ही चतुर हूँ और आप मेरी चतुराई एक कहानी में भी देख सकते हैं। उस कहानी का शीर्षक है चालाक लोमड़ी और कौवा। मैं अपनी चतुराई से अपने शिकार को आसानी से पकड़ सकता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
शेर के बारे में कुछ जानकारी देना चाहता हूँ। शेर एक मांसाहारी जीव है जिसे जंगल का राजा माना जाता है। इसकी आयु 20 वर्ष होती है और वजन लगभग 250 किलो होता है। शेर हमेशा 10-15 के झुंड में रहते हैं और हर झुंड का एक मुखिया होता है। शेर एक दिन में लगभग 20 घंटे सोता है। शेर 80 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटा की रफ्तार से दौड़ सकता है और 36 फीट लंबी छलांग लगा सकता है। शेर की दहाड़ 8 किलोमीटर दूर तक जा सकती है। धन्यवाद।
सांप की आंखों में पलकें नहीं होती, बल्कि ये हमेशा खुली रहती हैं। सांप विषैले तथा विषीण दोनों प्रकार के होते हैं। इसके ऊपरी और निचले जबड़े की हड्डियां इस प्रकार की संधि बनाती हैं, जिसके कारण उनका मुंह बड़े आकार में खुलता है। संसार में सांपों की कोई 2500 से 3000 प्रजातियां पाई जाती हैं। धन्यवाद।
नन्ही चिड़िया हर सुबह जब पेड़ पर आती, चींची चींची कर जब शोर मचाती, मुझे सदा विस्मित कर जाती। सिखा जाती अनुशासन क्या है, हुआ सवेरा सोया क्यों है, भूल गया क्या मानव तू है। माना संकट आया, निराशा का अंधकार है छाया, पर तू क्यों घबराया, ईश्वर की स्वीकृति तो है। साहस बल और विवेक तुझ में, हर समस्या का उत्तर तो है।
Today I am going to tell you why I like online classes. Online classes make learning possible as schools are shut in COVID. I like taking classes from the comfort of my home. In the digital era, online classes make me tech savvy. Hi, I am Smira of Prep E. Due to the coronavirus, I could not go to school last year. I was not very sure of doing online classes, but Rui ma'am and Jyoti ma'am made it fun and exciting. Thank you, ma'am. But I did miss going to school and meeting all my friends and teachers. I hope it gets better this year. Fingers crossed. Hello everyone, I am Avni Singh. When the corona pandemic started, I was very disappointed as I couldn't go to school. But when the online classes started, I was so delighted to meet my teachers and friends. Slowly I started enjoying my online classes as the teachers taught with fun technologies like presentations, Google Form, digital assembly, etc. Now I have a lot of fun in my online classes, studying, dancing, singing, doing art and craft, all in the comfort of my home. I can also spend a lot of time with my parents. Thank you. Good morning everyone. Today Divyanshu would like to share my views regarding the online classes. Online classes proved to be a boon in the COVID pandemic as we could continue the formal education safely from our homes. We learned to work on laptop and to use Google Classroom app. We also learned discipline and patience as we have to wait for a turn to speak. All teaching materials are safely stored on an online database which can be accessed easily. One of the best part was our online class assembly. The online classes have been a new and wonderful experience. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I am Arna. Last year due to COVID, our school was closed. But guess what?
Our teachers were determined to teach and we were eager to learn. So, we came together on a digital platform and what a fantastic year it has been. There is learning, physical activity, art, PTM, assembly and what not. It is truly said, where there is a will, there is a way.
I slept in a world and woke up in another. Deadly coronavirus changed my entire world like others. I was introduced to this new term, online classes, I heard. The first day was exciting, but then I was fed up of this all. I gave many excuses, like my internet was bad, and then I turn off my video and play games with my dad. It's common nowadays, watching YouTube in the middle of classes. But when the teacher asks me questions, oh my god, dreadful online classes.
Hello everyone. I was in school in March 2020. I have been attending online classes for more than a year now. This is my second academic session. It took us time to get accustomed to the online classes and I am pretty sure our teachers found it very challenging as well. They could no longer check our expressions and figure out how much we actually understood. Gradually, we learned to use the same platform innovatively and had play performances, celebrations, competitions and many more. Of course, we missed actually meeting our friends, playing, sharing our tiffins, the sports, extracurricular activities and the bus rides. There were a few positives too. We did not have to get up so early in the morning during the winters. I am really grateful that we could continue with our studies and learning despite the pandemic thanks to the online learning. And I am aware that there are many students across the world who had to drop out of school because they did not have the necessary support.
COVID-19 and lockdowns have introduced us to the online classes, a school without walls and a world without boundaries. I have simply enjoyed every moment of these online classes. They have opened up so many new learning opportunities for us. Even as young children, we have become so tech savvy and we feel so comfortable using a computer. The best thing is that I have access to the best education sitting in the comfort and safety of my home. The online classes are the new normal and I hope they go on. Thank you.
Before starting any work, it is important to pray to God. Prayer gives us peace of mind and strength of character to do the right thing in our lives. Om Ekadantaya vidmahe Vakratundaya dhimahi Tanno Danti prachodayate Japa kusuma sankasham Kashyapeyam mahadutim Tamorim sarva papagnam Pranatosmi divakaram Shuklam varadharam vishnum Shashivarnam chaturbhujam Prasannavadhanam dhyayet sarva vignopashantayet Om.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Kshitij Chatterjee. J'ai 10 ans. J'habite à New Delhi. Je suis indienne. J'ai une sœur. Je parle français. J'aime voyager. Merci.
Guten Tag, ich heiße Swamit Sindhwani. Ich bin 9 Jahre alt. Ich lerne Deutsch. Deutsch ist sehr einfach. Ich liebe Deutsch. Danke. Tschüss.
Hallo, ich heiße Kanavla. Ich bin 9 Jahre alt. Ich lerne Deutsch. Deutsch ist mein Lieblingsfach. Tschüss.
Guten Morgen. Ich heiße Ananya Singh. Ich bin 9 Jahre alt. Ich bin in Klasse 4. Ich lerne Deutsch. Mein Hobby ist Tanzen. Tschüss.
Hola Nehanchi, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Estoy bien. ¿En qué clase estás? Estudio en la clase 4. Perfecto, mucho gusto. Mucho gusto, adiós.
Me gusta el español porque es muy interesante y fácil.
Español se habla en muchos países. Adoro el español.